Good morning. Today we're going to talk about direct variation. Direct variation is kind of easy. You talked about it in the 8th grade. It's when y varies directly with x or y is directly proportional to x. So the technical formula is y equals kx. I don't like using k because we're so used to y equals mx plus b that I like to use y equals mx. So, an example. This is a linear function, f of x equals 20x. If you'll notice, my line goes through my origin, okay? That's when it tells you that it's a direct variation, okay? It goes through the origin, so the b is like plus 0. The k means the constant of variation of proportional, but that's the same thing as the slope. And so the slope is 20. So the cost, okay, the cost is a function of the number of cookies. So if I buy one cookie, it's going to cost me a specific amount. If I buy 2 cookies, it's going to cost me a specific amount. It's not going to be one of those like bundles of like you buy 6 cookies, you get $2 off, whatever thing, okay? So the cost varies directly with the number of cookies. When you're talking about just a regular linear function, you've got y equals like 75x plus 50. So this is not a direct variation because it does not go through the origin. It has a y-intercept, okay? It goes through the y-axis. The slope is 75. So the number of pages read is a function of the number of days passed, yes, but at 0 days, you've already read 50 books, okay? So that's where the difference is, okay? So when you're writing an equation for the given information, step 1 is to put the constant k or the slope m, which again are the same thing, in there, okay? The next is to put the equation in y equals mx, kx, whatever you want to think. So when you write an equation, when y varies directly with x, and y is 20 when x is 5, okay? We put it in our formula, and you can only use it with direct variation. Y over x, m equals y over x. So, y equals mx, so m is 20y divided by my 5, which is x. I reduce my fraction to get y equals 4x. So, if y is directly proportional to x, when y equals 300 and x equals 60, so I plug in to my m equals y over x. I've got m equals 300 over 60. I plug that into my calculator, and I would get 5. So my m equals 5. I plug it back into my y equals mx, which is 5x. On this bottom one, that should say 2 instead of 4. The distance traveled varies directly with the time passed. Okay? So if you notice, okay, y varies directly as x. So when we're looking at this, the distance traveled is going to be my y because it varies directly with the time passed, which is my x. Because sometimes it's not as easy as y equals and x equals. So write the equation of the distance. The distance is 250 meters. So I've got my y is going to be 250 meters. My x is going to be my time, which is 40. So I have 250 over 40. Okay, so 250 divided by 40 is 6.25. This one says it wants a decimal, so we can put it as 6.25x. If it doesn't say a decimal, leave as an improper fraction.